and y'all done left.
Yo, Bill, Saquon Jones with the boxing boots.
Yo, Richard, where you go?
Oh no, that's crazy.
Yo, I was in Australia for the first Devin Haney fight with the Kambosos. They were a little rambunctious in Australia too. The Kambosos folks.
Oh man, listen, I know.
So,
Listen,
does that bring you back to the weigh-in and the crowds?
I'm talking to y'all,
in
but
Australia.
I'm looking behind my back.
You are?
No.
I was.
Is everything all right back there, Jim? Because listen, I told him y'all play.
Don't
play with them Australians, especially Kambosos team. Listen, I know about it. The other coach didn't know. That's why I still keep looking back over my shoulder at Jim because I know he got that action.
Yo, Jim, I said
That's where his son get it from. That's where his son.
I set it up on the stage up there. I protect my fighters and I fight for my fighters. Now that is my son, but I do the same thing for all my fighters. I don't put my percentage in front of my fighters.
Okay.
I now stand and like Eddie Head said, Jim, you look like you're ready to bully in this fight. You're ready to fight. Of course I'm ready to fight.
I was telling Bill,
I love to protect my fighters.
No, I get it. I was telling Bill that when you fought in Haney the first time, y'all were. I was there in Melbourne. Y'all were rambunctious. I was trying to see if it brought him some memories for him.
He didn't know Jim is with the shits, man.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all love, baby. It's all love.
How did this love come back? Because y'all were
legacy,
y'all were
man.
aggressive back in the day.
We're in the business of boxing. At the end of the day, there's a lot of passion, a lot of heartfelt things happen. But at the end of the day, when it's all done and dusted, hey, listen, George Kambosos got beat twice by Devin. We're not disputing that. We're forever going to say that Devin outboxed and beat George. But at the end of the day, we're still friends now.
Well, why do you get such a... You've only lost to Lomachenko. You've only lost to Devin. So what is everyone writing?
The problem is in this world of boxing, everybody thinks that you've got to have this O. And you basically, when you fight the greats, and George got the balls to fight anybody that stands in front of him, if you take a loss, everyone thinks, you know what, that boy got a loss, he's no good anymore. Look, at the end of the day, this is boxing, you know?
So listen,
Jim,
we get a little bit of standing in front, a little bit of not, and I'm telling you, it's not as easy as he's making it out to be. Do you believe he's going to just stand in front of you on Saturday night? Do you think he's going to just stand there?
I hope he does. After that today, I think he fucking will.
Jim,
you know what? Because he's coming in as an angry man, and his trainer just got clipped. Not that I wanted to clip the guy, but at the end of the day, he charged me. But let's be honest here.
Now, I'm from the West Coast, but he mentioned the word clipped, and somebody going to be mad.
Actually, I got myself in trouble with that in Sydney too. I mentioned that word clipped, and I literally almost faced a lawsuit.
Yo, Jim, before you go, as a father...
and a manager. People just think I'm a father to George. George is my first and foremost fighter, yes. My passion, my diligence, how hard I work to ensure that I don't fuck up his deals. So he's my first guy. But I use that same passion blueprint, that I wear my heart on my sleeve for all my fighters. I got Imam Kataya fighting David Morrell in July 12th. People think I'm mad. No. I think it's a great fight. I think my guy beats Morrell. But the simple thing is, I got Yakubo fighting Washington, right? Tajikistan kid. I give that kid $9,000, never even met him. I went to Moscow and I met the kid and gave him a fight. And I signed him to Samson Promotions. I work for the fighter. It's as simple as that. George Kambosos is my son. I would have done exactly the same thing for any other fighter I had there.
Yeah,
I would have done the same thing for Devin.
What I wanted to
No, don't start campaigning for the job with Devin. I'm the manager, and I'm a great manager.
No, but what I was asking though, Jim, is that
I'm sure we can negotiate that, Bill.
From a father standpoint, is there anything that you sort of like reflect on when Devin, who's done nothing wrong, George has done nothing wrong but take all the best fights, and the Haney family still gets some level of ridicule? Like, are there
There's no difference between the Haney family.
No. I'm just saying, any fatherly advice that y'all reflect on that George and Devin, as fighters and sons of you guys, share.
I'll tell you, young fighters didn't really work to get to this opportunity. You don't listen to the media and listen to narratives. You listen to your team, you listen to your coach, hopefully your father, and you take advantage of those opportunities. Unlike what Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr. are doing right now, which is a travesty to boxing and everything that you guys have built, everything that we've built as teams, families, and all that. So I believe that for George Kambosos and Jim, I respect that when the time came, they came here, they beat T.O., right? They honored the bet. They put the fight on in Australia.
And we
came back, fought Lomachenko. Yeah. They fought Lomachenko, and now they're back here again to fight Richard Hitchins, to give Richard Hitchins an opportunity to legitimize his career. Can you imagine that? He'll be legitimized by beating him. but it's no easy task. They've not come to lose.
There's one thing before we wrap this up. George Kambosos would just fight anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, when George Kambosos got all them belts off T.O., we could have went back to Australia and sucked it right up and just fought nobody.
You're in
But
New
we
York,
did
so
it.
I got to say
we
pause.
went straight to the next best. And guess what? We risked it all. But everyone thinks that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
They all think, you lost your belts in your first defense. But we risked it all.
Yeah.
We take the risks. Boxing is about giving the fans what they want. Now, if George Kambosos fought a tomato can and he lost to a tomato can, that would have been looked even worse with the victory against Teofimo. No, let's go to the next best guy. And like I said, you guys are doing the right thing, we're doing the right thing. As far as I'm concerned, fuck a lot of them.
Hey, listen, I got it like this right now. Richard Hitchinson, George Kambosos, 2-0 George Kambosos right now. Jim took the 1, and then they're still here. That's 2. Let's see what the weigh-in has got to go. Are you gonna be ready, Jim?
I'm always ready.
Okay.
Bill, you know we